Greetings, Grapple fans. It's Mike Quackenbush with a glimpse into Secret Season 17 for you this free match Monday. Our Secret Season is comprised of 9 never-before-seen events, including the Shape of Things to Come. It was on this card that we saw 3 of the Furies, Obarian, Icarus, and Fire Ant, team together for the very first time. Watch what went down right now, then jump over to CHIKARAtopia.com and explore the other 52 exclusive matches that make up Secret Season 17.
3 of the most experienced players on the Furies team together. First time ever, I'm sure. Icarus with Obarian and Fire Ant. I'm sure this is a first time teaming. And reflecting on the influence Naz Muldoon has had here at CHIKARA over the course of recent years, think about what Obarian has lost. Think about what Fire Ant has lost. And though Icarus has been haunting the Wrestle Factory pretty much all season long, I think banding together as a team is a method of ensuring that the kind of tragedies we've seen befall our roster in recent times do not characterize the future that lies ahead. Gen 1 Originals, Icarus and Hollowicked quick to get into it. Former Young Lion Cup champs, Fire Ant and Frightmare, and this leaves Cobalt alone with his former partner Obarian. You better believe Obarian wants answers. When it was all falling apart in the ring for Kodama, Cobalt was the only one who could have intervened. And I think, whatever dialogue needs to take place is not going to happen while this match is in progress, Obarian. 2 former grand champions mixing it up right now from the springboard. Icarus takes flight, soaring through the air in a way that reminded me of Flying Brian Pillman, only to be outdone by Frightmare, who came down the rampway, and there's Fire Ant descending from the heavens with a high cross 98. Fire Ant's looking to fire in that Yahtzee kick. He missed. Huge Pele kick, moonsault style from Frightmare. He goes up. He wanted to step up Frankenstein, and Fire Ant said, "No, sir." Crossing the heart of Frightmare is Fire Ant following that power bomb. Now perhaps it's time. Yahtzee kick. He missed a second time, and Frightmare trying to go all the way through, scooped him up. Look at Frightmare with one arm. Single arm lift into a bomb from Frightmare. The stakes in this one are so very personal. I expect all 6 competitors to leave it all on stage. They will hold nothing back to gain a victory today at the Shape of Things to Come. Flying into the forearm is Fire Ant, and he's not going to waste any time. He wants to put Frightmare away. He knows exactly how dangerous this man is. Frightmare's got him in the fireman's carry position, going to launch him into Go to Sleepy Hollow, and that boot came right up under the rib cage. You can break a rib very easily with a move like that. Hollowicked and Fire Ant fighting on the outside, and Obarian intercepted using drop toe hold and a flying knee pat to the back of the skull. That'll clean your clock. How weird is this? Cobalt is he's coming unhinged before our very eyes. Oh! A very satisfying move for Obarian, no doubt, to apply that to Cobalt, especially given what took place in this ring earlier in Season 17 with Kodama, but now being held in place for a reverse corner kick from Hollowicked. That one to the back of the skull. Who would have ever thought we'd see the day? Cobalt versus Obarian? The long and twisted history of the Batiri becoming all the more bizarre by the moment. The shattered psyche of Cobalt will not stop Hollowicked. You can be sure of that. Put a forearm across the back of Obarian and sent the demonic warmonger crashing into the mat. The old arm and legger. Deposits O'Barian. And Bryce Remsburg was quick to arrive for the count, but it wasn't enough. O'Barian out. Hallowicked barks, finish him. The Berserk Frightmare has irreparably damaged and standing moonsault. Good thing Fire Ant was keeping his eye on the action there. This one almost finished by that standing moonsault press of Frightmares. In recent times, few have changed the trajectory of others' careers as irreparably as Frightmare. And watching Kobold dissect his former and longtime partner O'Barian still strikes me something strange. Going back with a bridge, shoulders were exposed, but only for two, says Bryce Remsburg. Gotta wonder how well will the Furies function together, this newly assembled team here at CHIKARA. Each of them have a whole lot of team experience in their past. Think about all the years Icarus spent with Fist, all the years of Fire Ant teaming with other members of the colony, and for O'Barian, his time in the Batiri. They are experienced team players, they just aren't experienced together. You were going to make a list of some of the all-time rivalries here in CHIKARA. Colony and Fist is probably in your top three, if it's not on the very top. Hallowicked slingshotting himself in. O'Barian, unaware, caught that slingshot senton.
This will be your funeral!
Foreboding missive from Hallowicked, the former grand champion. In terms of his accomplishments, he's done just about everything. He was the first to hold the Young Lions Cup. He was the first to win the Tag World Grand Prix. He's also been there at the very end, standing tall at King of Trios, the biggest tournament in all of professional wrestling. Hallowicked has done it all. Hallowicked has seen it all, and he's beaten the very best. Frightmare charges in. So does Kobold, but O'Barian is just ridding the ring of them and then puts an elbow into the mush of Hallowicked. Now it's the upturned boot that stops the Nightmare Warrior. He comes in one more time. O'Barian now to the middle strand, jumping out, swings with a great-looking head scissor that takes Hallowicked down. But unfortunately now, Hallowicked is between O'Barian and his teammates. O'Barian desperately needs a tag. He's got to get the fresh man in the ring. And as he made the dive toward the corner, his partners were dispensed with. And this might have been his final chance to tag. O'Barian has absorbed so much punishment in this match so quickly and in so many different ways. I don't know that I've ever seen him endure this type of punishment before. How can he possibly come back from this? You could hear the sound of the contact with that strike echoing off each wall of the Wrestle Factory, and Kobold measures his former partner for a leaping elbow drop. Tried to draw all the weight of O'Barian across the plane of the shoulder blades to make an effective pinning combination, but it still wasn't enough to hold him down. Now he's going to torture O'Barian. Camel clutch-like move. Seated on the lower back of the demon is the prince of all goblins, Kobold. Dropping all of his weight onto the base of the spine, covering him up. Back press and hook of the far leg earned him two, but only two, says our senior official Bryce Remsburg. O'Barian once again being dragged into the corner of the Legion of Rot. Just a season ago, he fought alongside these men, but he did so against his will, and he's not going to be a pawn in anyone's game anymore. O'Barian trying to fight three men at once, three men as dangerous as these three. Good luck. Caught the boot of Frightmare, put a knee under his jaw. For a moment, he's got a window. He's got an opportunity. He needs to tag. so close. O'Barian kicking away. Can he make it? He may not get another opportunity. Oh, he was just inches away from firing. He is putting forth a valiant effort, but will it be enough? They are so close. Once again disposing of Hollowicked. At last, he makes the tag to the Hot Property Fire Ant. There is so much history between the competitors in this match. Rydeen Bomb has rid the ring. Icarus is ready to tear apart the Legion of Rot. Back elbow for Cobalt, clothesline for Frightmare. Frightmare able to neutralize Icarus just long enough for Hollowicked to kick him in the back of the skull. Icarus became grand champion by defeating that man, Hollowicked, in London, England just a few seasons ago. Icarus with a huge flying shoulder tackle takes Hollowicked down. He's starting to string them together. Shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle. Hollowicked has no answer. Icarus scoops him and deposits him with a Blue Thunder Bomb. And Cobalt to the rescue before Icarus could score the final and fatal 3 count on Hollowicked. Icarus has got him scooped up. Oh, I thought he wanted the Blu-ray, but he changed directions and brought him out with a high-impact move. Here comes Frightmare. Icarus just had to avoid him. He's got him hooked, drills him face first into the mat. Icarus quick as a cat. He's back on his feet, and he's hooked him up for Shiranu. He's going to go up the turnbuckles, but right out the back door as Frightmare counters. He's met with an elbow is Icarus, who looks stunned. And Frightmare wanted to slingshot himself in. Icarus denied him with a forearm blow. But this allows Cobalt to accelerate himself into a spear, and he holds him for this combination offense from Frightmare and Hollowicked. Icarus might be out of it. This could be all right here, fans. No, Fire Ant keeping his eye on the action. This is where the long-tenured team experience of these individual players will benefit them as a newly minted unit.
Cobalt, get one! Frightmare, the other!
Hollowicked continues to bark orders at his teammates. All 6 competitors are in the ring all at once, and the Furies start to fight back. They're met with forearms, and they answer. It's anybody's fight right now. Back and forth they go with strikes in the center of the ring. Bryce Renberg has lost all hope of trying to maintain control over these 6 competitors. Looks like the Furies at last are starting to get the upper hand. They run right into the members of the Legion of Rot. Flying drop kicks make it a trio of them. The assembled members of the CHIKARA here at the Wrestle Factory, firmly behind the members of the Furies. While they're about to take flight, here they come! Rocket Topes! A triumvirate of Topes have taken out the Rudos on the floor of the Wrestle Factory. Bryce Renberg needs to start with the count. Icarus back on the plane of the bottom rope, bodies strewn everywhere. The wreckage of that 3-way crash. Icarus out the back door with Shiranu. He scored. Cobalt could be ripe for the picking. Look at them string these together. Look at the chemistry between the Furies. Followed it up with a Yahtzee kick. Huge on the top rope by O'Barian. He nailed him. And the Furies pick up a key victory at the Shape of Things to Come.